Well, you're in luck. On schedule, last day is June 30th, but I mean, you guys aren't going to be here during that time. June 19th, I don't know when this video is coming out, but June 19th is the last day that I'm taking work in, and then that's when typically you would have been writing exams. So I'll be doing assessments during that. Well, I'll be marking assessments during that portion, and then your grades will be back. Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. It's so my role is a teacher, but I'm still interested in learning, and I think teaching is one of the only careers that you can do where you get to meet with like 90 people every single day who are different people who have different experiences and perspectives that I can learn from. So for someone who really loves to learn, that's really cool because I can have a conversation with each and every one of you, and I learn something new every single day, and that's like I feel it makes me a better person, and the things that I learn, hopefully I can pass on to you guys, so you guys can become better people as well. Seriously? No, I'm just being a jerk. Earth is round, and you can prove it very easily with grade 11 understanding of physics. Simply, if think of it like this: if you had a cannon and you stacked it up really, really, really high up, and then you shot it, you know that the cannonball eventually is going to hit the ground. But and that's because of gravity. But if you shot it fast and hard enough, it could essentially, or potentially, it could go all the way around the planet and hit the cannon in the back again. That wouldn't happen if the Earth was flat. If you hit it at a certain speed, that's when you get into orbits and the law of gravitation. And in grade 11, you'll learn about that. So those of you that have taken grade 11 physics, you might already know what I'm talking about with Newton's cannon. But you can use a grade 11 understanding of science to prove that the Earth is in fact round. Yeah, I like to, this is even before the whole quarantine thing, I like to try cooking something new every single week. I had an Instagram channel up for a while where I used to post my food. It's still up. I don't know if I'm allowed to share it with the students, so that's why I haven't talked about it much. But yeah, I like to cook a lot. That's one of my favorite hobbies. Like none. I have a guitar. I play around once in a while. I like the song "Hunting for Witches" by Block Party. Seven Nation Army is pretty easy to play, so that one's pretty hype. Yeah, absolutely. I wish we had Lego in classroom because you learn so much from them. I used to play with Lego so much as a kid, and that's actually partly the reason why I studied chemistry. Is chemicals are just building blocks. They're just very specific types. That's a tough one. When he's up in the NHL, I like Anthony Peluso. It was awesome when he's on the Jets. Big fan of Tom Wilson. Right, you love him or hate him, and I certainly don't hate him. I like his game. One of my favorites right now is Ross Johnson. If you get a chance to watch him with the New York Islanders, I love watching him. He dummies some of the smaller guys, which is fun to watch. Hell yeah, Team Desmos. Lots, actually. My favorite game of all time is Donkey Kong Country 2 for the Super Nintendo. Some of the best music. I don't know. It was just so, like, for what it was remarkable. Yeah, lots. I like running. I like playing soccer. I love filming and taking pictures and stuff like that. It's a really good question. There's a couple of reasons. One of them is that the way that glue typically works is it needs to be exposed to outside atmosphere for the bonds to form and for the seal to happen. So if you ever had like white glue and you let it dry for a little bit, the outside might have a film or a skin over top of it, but if you pressed on it, the glue comes out. It's kind of like that. So inside of a bottle, it's always going to be liquidy. It doesn't stick to the inside. Well, it does, but because there is so much other glue for it to stick to, it's what we call cohesive. It sticks to itself better than it sticks to the actual bottle itself. But it does stick to the inside of the bottle a little bit. Yeah, you ever touched it? It's on its way to something called plasma, which very, very high energy for that to exist. And heat is a form of energy, so fire is in fact hot because there's a lot of free energy that when you experience it. When you experience heat, it's because of that. Probably, I don't know, Adam Lowry. Big guy, plays center, sticks up for himself, sticks up for teammates. Good role model, good player. I'm actually not allowed to play any rec sports because it's unfair to the other teams. Just kidding.